All right, welcome back, my dear student. In this lecture here, we are going to be learning a little bit about our developer tools, all right? How to navigate through it and what it's all about. First, and we're also going to see the DOM in action, all right? And some of you have seen this already, but you're not 100% sure what it is. But I'm going to show you in this lecture. So I'm going to go and open up a browser window here real quick. I'm going to go to a website like, I don't know, Amazon, just because I like shopping a lot, right? All right, so you can open the developer tools in two different ways. All right, you can go to view in your Chrome options. So you can go to view developer and developer tools here. You can also view the page source here, and this will open the same tool, but it will take you to the console, the JavaScript console directly. All right, so let's open up developer tools, and as you can see, it's opened. All right, we can close it here. We even have more options here that you can dock it in different ways to the side of the screen. All right, to the bottom, you can leave it here on the bottom. You can put it anywhere you want. You can move it, undock it to a separate window. You can do a lot of things here, okay? All right, so the other way of doing this would be to do it with Control Alt I or Command Alt I, and that will open it up. Now, if you're in the Windows, of course, you got to use Control. That's the key you have. And if you're in the Mac, you use the Command key. All right. Now, you can navigate through this right here. It has a lot of options. All right. We're basically going to be working here for JavaScript for scripts, and here to look at the DOM. And this is where the DOM is, right here. So the DOM basically on the browser feature is grabbing all the HTML page, is detecting that HTML, and is putting that into this representation here called the DOM. As you can see, you can navigate through it. And this is very different from the page source. So if I right click, and let's actually do it from here. If you view the page source, all right, this is your HTML that's actually being there, that is on the page. All right, it's very different. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here that really sometimes it doesn't really make sense to us. So the browser is helping us here construct the DOM, so that way we can make sense of all that. All right, for us developers, that's why it's called the developer tools. All right, and one of the things here that you got to see is that if I put my mouse over something here, if I click it, if I put my mouse over it, you can see that it highlights everything. Right now I'm highlighting the body. If I open this up, I can highlight whatever. You see that? That's the body. This is an image there. All right. So in this document, you can go directly to that item by looking at the document inspector here. If you put your mouse over it, it says select an element in the page to inspect it. So I click it and I go to whatever page I want, and I click that page. Well, it's gonna take me somewhere else, so you gotta be careful with that. So I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna put my mouse over it, and you can see that this is this image right here. All right, so now you can double click this item here, so if you want to edit it, and you can go to the next attribute by pressing the keyword tab. You see that? And you can edit the rest of it, and it keeps going, looping around it, looping around the element. All right, you can also click it and press enter, and that will do the same thing. Instead of double clicking it, you can also right click on it, all right, and edit as a HTML document. You can even force some actions. So for just in case you want, let's say you want this button here to be active, right? You right click it and you click active, and that will just make it active. See that? It will give it, it will take it to that state. Now you can also do that here. All right, toggle element state right here. You click this, and then you have different options. You can put focus. You can see that it changes when I do that. Active doesn't change much. Focus, if you're hovering over it or if you visit it. All right, so you can change the state. You can basically mimic the user actions here. All right, so force element state. You see that? All right, so this one here, of course, this side here is for style. So if you want to change the style of your document, you come here to the right hand side. All right, and some of you guys already know this. All right, And you can also add elements to the page. So if you want to add some element, you can add it right here. All right. So for example, if I, let's go and do something here. Let's select this item. I got this element right here. So it's this element right here. And if I go here, you see that it says element style. So basically when I select it here, I can already do something with it here. So I can display none here and make it disappear if I wanted to. Let's take that off. Or I can change the background of it, make it a different color. As you can see, it's changing. All right, and if I click outside, now I have this little color picker here that I can change the color of that background. You see that? So there is a lot of stuff that you can do here in the developer tool. It's pretty cool stuff. All right. So now here in the console is where we write our JavaScript. So for example, if I wanted to write an alert here, I will write it here, and I say alert, hello, and I run it, enter, and now you can see the alert right here. Very simple. All right, so you can run your scripts right here. Super simple, guys, and we're gonna be spending a lot of time in this console here in mostly all my JavaScript courses. All right. So I think this will get you started with this tool here. I suggest for you to get very familiar with it. And if you don't know how to do something here, you can ask a question in the discussion, or you can even Google it, or you can find out yourself by playing around with it. All right, and most of the time that's how we learn the most, right? But anyway, thank you so much for watching this lecture. I hope that this lecture gave you some insights on the developer tools and what you can do with it. We're gonna get more experience by going by doing more stuff in here. All right, so anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.